Hello, this is Miss Joan today with At Home with Miss Joan. I'm going to show you just how easy it is to make Aussie chicken. This is our family favorite around here, and boy do I use it a lot for company. And if you want something that'll wow your company and they'll think you slaved all day in the kitchen, then Aussie chicken is something that you need to make them. Now what I'm using today is just frozen chicken breast. I'll show it to you. See here? Frozen, grilled, pre-cooked. You can buy them at any of your grocery stores. Chicken breast. And all I'm going to do is just wrap it in bacon, because I think you know if you put bacon on anything, it's wonderful. And we're going to use cheese too, so of course bacon and cheese is just awesome. So I just stuck a little toothpick in it. I've got 6 chicken breasts. Here's what I'm going to make, but I already did some of them, so we save a little time on the camera. But anyway, I'm just wrapping it in bacon. I'm grabbing me a toothpick and I'm putting it in here just to keep the bacon from coming apart while it's cooking. Now, see how easy that was? We took some chicken and we wrapped some bacon around it. Now I'm going to stick it in the oven on 400 until the bacon gets done. I'll tell you how long that is. I think it's going to be about 35 minutes. We're going to pause right here and I'll get back to you and I'll show you how to finish it off so easy. Hey, I want to thank Preacher. He's helping me film again today because that's school, teachers. At school. But here is my chicken. Did you get a shot of that? After I took it out of the oven. Oh, I set a clock and it stayed in there 35 minutes. The main thing is just get your bacon to the level of doneness that you want it on. And now I'm going to jazz it up. Okay, I'm going to bring it to a whole new level. And I'm going to start out by putting barbecue sauce on top of this. Now, we like to use this sugar-free barbecue sauce, but any kind of barbecue sauce is good on this. And, do you folks do this? That's why it's in this bowl. I'm not trying to impress you with all my clear dishes. I try to get every drop out of this barbecue sauce. So I stood it on its head, then I poured it in this bowl. I tell you what, we don't waste nothing around here. So anyway, I'm going to paint the barbecue sauce on the top of my chicken, my bacon wrapped chicken. And it's just ever how much you want. I'm putting about a tablespoon on each one. Oh my goodness, we've had this for many a supper. See there, I got 4. I got enough to do 4 of these chickens out of that, what we would call an empty bottle of barbecue sauce. But I'm going to need a little more. And let me get it started going here. Right. And then I'm just going to dab it on the last 2. So far, we got chicken, a bacon, and barbecue sauce. Well, you could just stop right here if you want to and just finish it off. But we're going to go to another little level. We're going to add cheese. I think I told you in one of my little videos that I keep a cheese bucket in the refrigerator and just grab it out real quick and see what we got. On this, it don't matter what kind of cheese you put on it. Just put your family favorite. Today, because I got a lot of it, I'm putting mozzarella. I may mix a little something else on it. I don't know. I've made this with every kind of cheese. Really, just whatever cheese I had in the refrigerator. That's what I do. I'm telling you what, this is one delicious meal, and it's so fancy if you want to have some company, and easy too. That's the main thing, is it's easy. Now, you could have made this with real chicken breast. I don't know if I told you that earlier, but just account for the cooking time to get your breast, chicken breast done. But mine was already done, so I just had to get the bacon done. All right, see how pretty that is? Oh my goodness, now it's really going to get pretty. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add 3 colors of peppers to it. Oh, that's hot. I don't need to touch that. I keep mine froze. I would show you. I buy that 3-pack at the grocery store where it has the red, the yellow, and the orange in it. And the green. But Preacher grew some bell peppers this summer. He grew a lot of green peppers. So a lot of these green peppers in here are the ones that he grew. But when you use the 3 or 4 colors of the peppers, oh my goodness, it is so pretty. But I don't have any to chop and show to you. These are my frozen ones that we keep frozen. I check that refrigerator vegetable bin and I make sure there's nothing in there going to ruin, because you can take these peppers and do like I did and slice them up and freeze them, and oh my goodness, you'll have peppers to put in anything you want in just a matter of minutes. Let's see what we can do with these. All right. I'm just gonna make it pretty. I'm a sucker for everyone getting the same color. So I'm just doing some green. There's no rhythm, no method to this. It's just making it pretty because I like pretty. I think I told y'all that before. I love how stuff looks. I know it's more important how stuff tastes. Now I'm adding the yellow. And then, in other words, just it makes it so pretty. And oh, you know the taste of the peppers makes it so good. And just making sure that everybody gets one on their chicken. And then I'm going to take some onions. I got to grab me a cloth. I thrown it away. I'm sorry. But anyway, I have chopped some onions here. And I just thought I'd show you how easy that is. Don't fret over it. I just cut an onion in half. I take off that first layer. You know that I keep a little trash can always with me on the bar so we can get rid of all this mess while we're cooking. But anyway, that looks like enough onions right there. But I just start slicing it like this. And then I just take them and I just crumble them apart. See how they break apart into little slivers like this? Okay. Now I'm going to decorate my chicken with onions too. Isn't this wonderful? Woo-hoo-hoo. Our supper is going to be so good. Now, preacher, he loves this, don't you, boy? You love it?
Yes, I do. I love onions.
I think he's afraid to answer me on here, but he can. I'm so afraid that he's going to swing around and show you all the dishes that he has to wash because he's in control of the camera right now. But I hope he don't. Or he's waiting for it to get real tall. But anyway, you're getting close to it, preacher. I want to see how colorful it is. Of course, you know there's all kind of vitamins in these peppers. And look at here, how pretty that is. And then I'm just going to make sure that everything gets covered. Look at that. Now, we're going to salt and pepper it. Now, you can put a little melted butter right here if you want to. I'm relying on that bacon drippings that came out of this when the bacon cooked to add even more flavor to this. You can actually make this without wrapping your chicken in bacon. We just like to. But anyway, all we got to do now is cover it with foil and put it back in the oven just really long enough to soften up the onions and peppers and melt the cheese. So, get you some foil, wrap around it, sock that booger right into the oven. Look what an easy supper, wonderful meal. And the next day, it warms up in the microwave just as good as it is today. And you can take this same recipe and slice it in long slices of chicken and make you some of that fajitas, chicken for your fajitas. I mean, you can turn your leftovers of this into lots of stuff. But right now, we're going to finish it off in my oven for a few minutes. And we'll get right back to you and show you the finished product. Hey folks, we're back now with the finished product, and it's right under this aluminum foil right here. But right quick, I'm going to show you just how easy to have a real quick side dish to serve along with that tonight for supper. I got to remember to look at the camera because my daughter gets on to me when I don't look at the camera. What I done was, you remember those onions that I had left? I just put them in a little skillet here, and you can saute them a little bit with butter if you want to. I put a little bacon grease in the bottom of it. And I took 2 minutes to get these onions to this level right here. 2 minutes, that's all. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to add a can of green beans. Now these are our favorite if you don't have canned green beans. It's these Allen's Italian green beans. It's a thick green bean. But look, you can just about eat it out of the can. It's already cooked. So really all I got to do is get this hot. Now we call this little dish here at our house, this little side dish, this green bean dish, we call it caramelized green beans. But what I do is I saute the onions. You getting up close there, preacher, to see it? And then I added in bacon grease. And then we're trying to have kind of a low carb or low sugar diet tonight. And I take a little brown sugar normally and I sprinkle on here. And it, not much, just a little sprinkle. And then I do just salt and pepper. And then I choose, am I going to season it with Dale's seasoning sauce? You know, lots of people saute their steaks in that, but you can use it on vegetables too. And so I'm going to pour just a little bit of Dale's in my green beans. I'm telling you what, that's going to make it good. If you don't have any Dale's, you got some Worcestershire sauce, then put a little bit of that. It don't matter. Just use what you got. Okay, so all I'm doing now is I'm going to salt and pepper 'em. See, these are just about ready right here in this little time that we've done this. And they're done. They really are. So I'm going to bring it over here because I'm going to show you what we're having for supper tonight. We're having what I call the caramelized green beans. And don't forget, you can pour a little brown sugar in here to give it just a little bit of a sweet taste. And that Dale sauce or the Worcestershire gives it a little bit of the kind of a sour taste. But anyway, I'm going to open up now the Aussie chicken. Whoop, 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 whoop. Look at it. Got this stove off. Right here it is. I'm going to try to get out one and put it on the dish so you can see what we're having for supper. I was serving this one time to some company and they wanted to know the recipe, and I was telling them all about it and telling them that it was chicken and bacon and barbecue sauce and cheese and 3 colors or 4 colors of peppers and some sliced onions and salt and pepper, and I went on and on. And he said, and you forgot to say you put toothpicks in there because I've eaten one. So you can remember to pull your toothpick out because I forgot. But anyway, here it is. And then you just cut it off real easy. And there is your supper. Right there. Get you a good bite of these peppers and these onions and some of that gooey. Look at that gooey cheese and bacon. Here it is. You learned how to make this easy dish called Aussie Chicken with a side dish of green beans for your supper tonight right here at Home with Miss Joan. And I wish you would like my channel and share it with your friends and subscribe. And I love y'all, and I'm enjoying teaching you or showing you how we cook here at home. And I thank Preacher again for helping me today.